Hey everyone, as you may know or may not know, I don't know where you're gonna see this video, but this is Timur, and we are here at Bounce Back Diaries. But today is a bit different format. We have never done this before, so thank you very much, Bali. I hope you hear it, and to Broadcast Studio for arranging it for us, because it's
True.
completely different setup. Because today here, I have a good friend of mine and an amazing entrepreneur, very well known among financiers, people who are into finance. And it's Abdallah Harfouch, if I'm saying it right.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So you can introduce yourself, and then I'll explain why we have this setup today.
Thank you so much, Timur. First, I'm really honored to be here with you, especially as you also, Timur, you are one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the
Yeah.
industry, and really like you have this big network, big years or,
Yeah.
several
Yeah,
years
yeah.
as experience.
Yeah.
And when I got to know, like always, I used to hear from my mentor, my old mentor,
Yeah.
Jim Ron, you are the average of the 5 person you sit with.
Yeah, okay.
So literally, like, yes, when I sit with people like you, or I feel like a lot, the conversation is different, the way of thinking is different.
Thank you.
There is always a way to grow.
Yeah.
Discussions about how can we bring better things for the society, how we
True.
can grow more, how we can solve
Giving
problems.
back, yeah.
True, and give it back, because like this is about entrepreneurship, is to find solutions.
Exactly.
So I've been in the financial industry like for 19 years so far.
19 years.
Yeah.
This is exactly the time I spent in Dubai.
Oh, nice.
And not really having a financial literacy or understanding for the past few years, but that's why we're here.
True. So I started like my journey like with every kind of failures that you can think about.
That's why we call this Bounce Back Diaries. We talk to
Very
entrepreneurs who have failed and succeeded and failed again and gonna
True.
yeah.
So actually, yes, it wasn't that easy. The journey wasn't that easy. The thing that we were thinking about, the way that you want to work about.
Yeah.
Of course, in schools, like you learn how to go to do the test.
Yeah.
But after you memorize.
Yeah.
But in life, you have to go do the test, fail, and then do it again
Yeah.
in a better way. So you learn from it.
Sometimes you just repeat the mistakes again because you
True.
think maybe this time it's gonna be different. Yeah.
True. And we had this like financial crisis in Lebanon, in my home country.
Sorry to
So
hear
I
that.
had to move like 3 years and a half ago here.
To Dubai.
Yes, to start building back what I was trying to build there, especially when it
Yeah.
comes to raising awareness about the importance for me, because financial literacy is something inevitable. Before it was for as a luxury for
Yeah.
the wealthy people. They are
Yeah.
financially educated. They have investment education. They can
Yeah.
make more money. They can 10x their money. But the normal people who are employees, average
Yeah.
person, they don't have access to these informations. So it's all about the mindset and how you think about it.
And is it true in the finance world, especially today, that importance is not only how to make money, but is how to sustain?
Yeah.
Because I've seen, look, being in Dubai, you've seen for sure that people come with a lot of funding and support and access to sources average people won't have. And then they just vanish like year or two. And is it about sustainability? So what is financial literacy for you, maybe from your perspective?
Financial literacy, if I want to reduce it in
Yeah.
a nice way, it's monopoly.
Okay.
Yeah, have you ever played
Yeah,
monopoly?
played a lot. Yeah.
Now, if you come to Dubai, you see people playing monopoly in the real life.
Yeah.
Like these 4 greenhouses, one
Yeah.
red hotel.
Yeah.
If you got this land and someone pass on your land, they have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pay rent for you.
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
if you have one house, they pay more. 2 house, one
Yeah.
hotel, they pay more and more.
Yeah.
And then you have to. This is the same thing. How to negotiate with other players in order to get like
Better deals,
partnerships,
yeah,
like
partners.
these, like things like this.
Like we are doing
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Yeah. We're negotiating for a very good deal.
Yeah, super amazing deal, because
Yeah.
it will bring a lot of really like education about
Yeah.
for people, and better well-being
Yeah.
for the people. So here for me, financial literacy is the art for me
Yeah.
of not only making money but creating money. Some people earn money, but some other people create money.
Yeah.
What I mean creating money, like you have an amount of money,
Yeah.
or even if you don't have it,
Yeah.
you create more or you create new.
You create value
Yes.
from basically from close to nothing.
True.
Yeah.
So because some people think like, if I want to be wealthy, I need to have capital. No, you don't
Yeah.
need to have capital.
True.
You need to have the skills, you need to have
Yeah.
the idea, you need to have the implementation, and the funding will come, and anything will come later
Yeah.
on. So this is the mistake that most people do. That's why here in the financial literacy and financial and investment education, now it's not about just making the money,
Yeah.
it's about sustaining the money, because it's not about how much money you make, it's
Yeah.
about how much money you keep.
Yeah, how long you can stay in
Yeah.
that.
And the wealth, now
yeah.
we are changing the wealth definition, because
Yeah.
for many people, I'm wealthy, I have money. No,
Yeah.
you are rich, you are not
Yeah.
wealthy.
True.
You have money.
Yeah.
But in order to be wealthy,
You
now
create-
you have to sustain a growth in the passive income that you have, so it will generate cash flow for you, whether you are working more hours or less hours.
Yeah.
It's about more sustaining the cash flow coming into your bank account or into
Yeah.
your income stream.
Yeah.
So that's the main idea
That's
about
the
it.
main idea about financial literacy and the services you provide. So let me just scroll back a little bit and ask you a question. So you've been in the financial literacy in the sense of education for the past 19 years.
More financial markets, financial literacy, it was nine years till
9
now.
years now. So when you started, long time back, so what made you to start? Who was inspiring you, or what was the main core?
By the way, now I'm checking. It's not 9 years. It's 2014. Oh my God!
11
it's been
years.
11 years.
11 years.
Yes.
You see?
What really inspired me?
Are you sure you're good with numbers?
I'm good, but the idea, the time is going
Yeah,
so
yeah,
fast.
yeah.
I've been saying 9 years since 2 years. So no,
Yeah.
I was really inspired. First, my uncle, who passed away like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
he was my rich dad for me, my mentor, always like guiding me.
For those who doesn't know, Rich Dad Poor Dad is from Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes, I will just mention because he continues, Robert
Yeah.
Kiyosaki with me. So he was always telling me how really to go into cash flow at some point, how to become wealthy more.
Yeah.
Because he was a wealthy person. He wasn't a rich person.
Wealthy.
He lived all his life, and he died having enough money to passive income to live
Very nice.
normally. So it's about the time being
Yeah.
wealthy. It's not about the money. So then I had my first failure when I joined like kind of MLM company, but
Yeah.
it was like more like a Ponzi scheme.
Okay.
I didn't know how to differentiate because it was my first experience, and they were proposing a very nice project where
Yeah.
they can like launch something like Facebook and some.
Yeah.
It was in a beta version, and you
Yeah.
can have shares. You know, like these
Early
these
stage,
like
yeah.
but these like how to say penny stock or
Yeah.
we can have stocks and something. Unfortunately, it wasn't right at the end. It was a German company. They closed. They went. But this is normal. This is how you learn.
Yeah.
But what I got as positive part, I didn't think about the money more than I was thinking about who I met.
Yeah.
Because of it, I traveled to the US. We had a big training there with Eric Worre, and Robert Kiyosaki was there, and Les
Wow.
Brown was there.
Wow.
And then
Les Brown,
Yeah.
let me just comment on this. The speaker who took me into this world of
True.
speaking and public speaking is Les Brown. And I have a picture with him in Dubai.
he's amazing.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
there. Like I was like checking. It was 2014.
It's not over until I win.
True. I was there like 2014.
Okay.
And it was November, end of November 2014. And I remember like I was checking, oh my God, I was in a room, people making 7 figures and up. I was making $1,000 a month.
And up.
in my job.
Three
Seriously,
zeros
and
allowed.
down,
Yeah.
and down.
Down.
So it was like, oh my God, I'm missing something.
a
I'm
lot.
missing something.
Couple of zeros.
Yes, and then I got the book from the Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
The first book I ever read, because usually when I used to read, I am not a reader at all. I take the book, first page, I sleep. So the first book I ever read was Rich Dad Poor Dad for Robert Kiyosaki, and I was
Best.
like, oh my God, now it's everything that my uncle was telling me before. And I was like a kid, I really didn't take care about it 100%. I started to see like, oh my God, this is something real. If I don't listen to these people
Yeah.
who are successful,
Yeah.
who am I to judge if they are right or not? They are
Yeah.
just successful.
Yeah.
I have to monitor what they do.
Yeah.
And I started to understand first the mindset, because before searching about the how and the what, whether it's real estate or financial market or entrepreneurship, you have to understand why you should do it. If you
Yeah.
have to do it or not.
Yeah,
Like if I
exactly.
want to do a diet
Yeah.
to be fit, or go to the
Yeah.
gym.
Why?
If I go there without a why, without a mindset, then after 1 month I will check, oh my God, nothing changed. I will stop.
Yeah.
I will not understand what it takes from
What is your why?
consistency,
Is
from
very
everything.
important. Yes.
In this book, I understood the why, because back then in Lebanon, there's no like real estate things,
Yeah,
because he
yeah.
was focusing on real estate. But I understood the mindset, how he worked for his rich dad
Yeah.
3 years for free.
Yeah.
Just, and these 3 years for free made him
Who
what he is now.
Yeah.
But now, if I go to any now from this lovely generation and I tell them, you can work for me for free for 3 years. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
or
yeah.
even small salary. No. And then everything changed. I was going to my job and I was happy because I took it in the opposite
You're
side.
not thinking how much you're making, but what you are getting. What is
Yes.
your why of doing this?
I was
Yeah.
thinking in university,
Yeah.
in college, I'm paying money to learn theory.
Yeah.
In my job for 2-3 years, I was in the dealing room,
Yeah.
in the stock part and
Yeah.
forex part and options. And then for me there, they are paying me a salary to learn. It was so different, the idea. So I was happy, whatever the salary, I was happy because I'm learning every day.
The
I was
knowledge
there,
itself,
I'm
yeah.
learning, I'm getting experience, but they are paying for me.
Yeah. Imagine somebody is paying for you getting things.
And this was my really
Transformation,
shift in the mindset
Yeah.
that made me more like patient.
Before, like, of course, everyone wants to become rich, and people see and they, oh, I want this. They want yacht, they want a private jet, and before you want all that, and if you start asking them why they won't be able to reply.
True.
Most of them, 80% of people who just says I want, they don't have their own why.
True.
So the first thing when it comes to the shifting of your mind, you do your why.
True.
Yes, you have a lot of reasons. Oh, I need to pay my debts. I need to keep my family. I have my kids. All that.
And it should be deep,
Yeah,
because someone, I tell him, what's your goal?
yeah.
To make $1 million.
Okay, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I want to travel. Why?
Why?
What does travel makes
Yeah.
for you? I will be happy. Why you are happy if
Yeah,
you travel?
and then you go deep,
Yeah,
and then the
because-
real reason. Yeah.
True. Because some people even don't know how to put their why. My why, to be honest, I discovered like I can trade every single day. I trade with 3,000 people live.
Yeah,
I have businesses. I can stay at home and do an online automation thing.
Yeah.
I can make money. It's not about the money. The money is a result. It's never
Yes.
the why.
yeah,
If you have a strong why and strong goal and you work on something, the result will be the money.
yes.
Some people, their why is the money. That's why
Yeah.
they fail.
True.
They purchase money, pursue money,
Yeah.
and money start to run from them.
And this is the good point about why, even when it comes to hiring people, I've also read that yes, you can pay salary, bonuses, you create an environment, but eventually, if your company why doesn't click your employees why, they will leave.
True.
We heard a lot of stories, people leaving from amazing jobs, working for BlackRock and this, but the why, if the why doesn't click, that's why when you run your business, you need to make sure that your why is clear.
True.
It should click with your personal why, that you do your business because of this your why. I just wanted to emphasize on this.
100% what you are saying. And that's why I discovered later on my why is like, I want to live happy. But how you can live happy
Okay.
for me? For me, I saw that if I see the people around me happy, I get my happiness or my energy from them.
Yeah.
If people around me are sad,
Yeah.
you will be sad. It's the energy thing. You got
Yeah,
my point?
yeah.
So it's normal. You cannot be happy while everybody is sad.
Yeah, you surround yourself with happy people to be happy. Yeah.
And then I discovered by statistics, because I am an economist at the same
Yeah.
time, I discovered that the biggest problem that most people face is even lack of money or too much money and losing them.
Both ways.
Both of them. Because some people think it's only lack of money. No, there is a lot of people, as you said in the beginning, they make a lot of money, and then they lose them. They are depressed. They commit suicide.
Yeah.
It's not about the money by itself, but
Yeah.
the problem, if most people get divorced because of money,
Yeah.
most, even sometimes family, get into problems. The
Yeah,
brothers and sisters,
internal
because
shares.
of land or
Yeah.
shares or something, because of money.
Yeah.
But if a person really have, not because money is evil, by the way, it's in the mindset, but because if we solve a small problem, which is for an average person, not for the rich people. The rich people, they have money. Okay, we can help them grow it more. But the problem is more like Robert Kiyosaki said, it's about the average person becoming wealthy.
Yeah.
And start understanding the cash flow. So I felt like I'm more in a mission. This was my why, to not only help myself, because I helped myself and I'm still helping myself.
Yeah.
But now if I'm helping myself and this doesn't affect anyone negatively, but it can help other people.
Yeah.
So why not? Because they will be happy. You know, I don't know if I showed you last time. I get on my inbox messages.
You did.
You remember?
But please share it with the team and just say.
Yeah, I got like the last time, like Abdullah, we are a group in Netherlands.
Yeah.
Like they are a group of 40-50 traders, and they are following my life since 2.5 years.
Yeah.
They are making money every single day almost with us. And one of them got married
And
because
funded
of the
the marriage.
income, and it funded the marriage, as I showed you. And then other people are cashing out the money. They were helpless. They didn't have a solution.
Yeah.
So for me, if we are 8 billion people on planet Earth, if I could in my life help 1,000, 2,000, at least I did something on planet Earth. I changed something. Of course, the result is money. We're not doing this as an NGO.
Yeah.
Of course, the result is money, but this is what social entrepreneur is about. I qualify myself more as a social entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Like taking a social cause and creating a business out of it based on a win-win-win situation.
Yeah.
So I make money, other people can make money. I don't make money if other people lose money. This is for me like the unethical place, because at some point, because while going into this journey, I tried many things where I made money, where I lost money, and some people with me lost money. But this wasn't intentional. So, but I always work on a place to help people make money. That's the idea. So my mission is to see people happy. Like someone could put his daughter or his kid in a private school. They can have an extra vacation. Maybe $500 a month can make $6,000 a year. Maybe they can change a car. Maybe they can, I don't know. Maybe they can
help others. Maybe there among your people, among your students, there will be definitely people with the same mindset that they want to help others. Means they will automatically, while making money with you, will be helping others. So just for highlights, Abdullah Harfoush, the company today, where it stands, I just want to make sure that people understand why they should listen to you. So a bit of where are you today? Like how many people you have, what you do, and what is the company called?
Okay, our company is the EcoLearn and Alpha Universe Group.
Okay.
We launched it here in the UAE. And the goal, it was like a puzzle, by the way. It was first EcoLearn, and then we launched 3 years ago the Alpha Universe project. And then it was part of the why, the EcoLearn for the why, for the education, for the EcoLearn Academy, for the eLearn TV, everything that helps people understand their why. And then was what the partnership that we did like 3 years ago, we launched the Alpha Universe project. And then once we launched it, it was the solution part. When it comes to helping people more building their online business by affiliate. At the same time, because it's like drop shipping, you know, when you have a website for drop shipping, you are the connector between let's say the website where you buy the things, or the provider, and the end user. So here the same, we have our services, we have the thing that we do. At the same time, people can be part of it. So this was as an online business entrepreneurship.
How big is the community today?
Look, so far the community is around all over the world. It reached like 16,000.
16,000 people.
Yes, all over the world, with our partnership with the US-based company called
And
EcoLearn.
in what countries?
Okay, we have in Europe, we have in the Latin America,
Yeah.
we have in Asia, everything related.
UAE, Middle
UAE,
East.
of course, Middle East, now Africa also at the same time.
Yeah.
So we're covering most of the now also in Australia.
Yeah.
So we are covering all the continent at some point
Yeah.
in many countries. Like I don't want to mention the exact number of
No,
countries
no, it's
because
fine.
it's changed at some point.
Yeah.
I'm not updated in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
countries, so I will check with the team. But
But
it's
I also
growing.
know that you also trade online, live,
True.
like with people. When is it happening, or how is it happening?
Every day on the
Every day.
every single day, Monday till Friday.
Wow.
People with us in the community, they hear me more than they hear their wives, husbands, their
So
family.
every day they come on you on live with you,
Yes.
and you trade together.
Yes, Monday
so it
till
means
Friday.
you fail together, you make money together, all live.
True.
With
Live.
your actual budget, with your money.
Live directly.
It's not like a fake budget.
No, no,
It's
no.
your own money.
It is the money, but I will tell you something. In this world, there are a lot of people who say they trade,
Yeah.
who showed you account, who show everything. You are most, if you get my mentor's book, Robert Kiyosaki, fake.
Yeah.
Fake teachers, fake money, fake assets. And
Yes.
that's how lies are making people poor and poorer.
Yeah.
While the rich richer and the middle class and poor poorer because of the lies.
Yeah.
For me, how can you remove the lies? It's by doing the thing live.
Yeah.
So when someone, for example, say like, Abdullah is doing the thing live,
Yeah.
and then everything is live.
Yeah.
So if I win, it will be live.
Yeah.
If I lose, it will be live.
Yeah.
Whether it's my money, a funded account money,
Yeah.
your money,
Yeah,
forget
it
about
doesn't
the money.
matter.
Let's say it's an account there, but I bought live, they bought with me.
Yeah.
I sold live, they sold with me. For example, Monday,
Yeah.
I couldn't be live. We were meeting, by the
Yeah.
way. Okay, I couldn't be on the live.
Yeah.
Everybody sent me on social media their trade alone based on the system. Like
Ah.
even when Abdullah is not there, we took it, we did the trade, we made the
Wow.
money based on the system. You got my point?
Nice.
So they were making money. And this is how, as a leader trader,
Yeah.
you create other leaders
Yeah.
that they can make it even
Yeah,
if you're
next
not
time
there.
if you're not there, yeah, somebody
True.
will take initiative and do it. Yeah.
So for me, always, I challenge anyone who say
how
like
many people come with you live?
3,000 almost.
3,000
Yeah, all over
people.
the world.
Wow. And regardless of the time differences, they
No,
come
no, yes, they wake up. Some people in the US, they wake up at 6:30 a.m.
to trade.
So, yes, they start. By the way, when I went there, it was so bad, so good. I told them I wish I was there always in the America, in the US,
Yeah.
or the Latin America,
Yeah.
because like you wake up in the morning,
Yeah.
you do the session, and then you
Exactly.
continue. Like, you make some money, and then you continue step by step.
But those who are joining you at the beginning, so to join them, to trade with you live, when it started, they're not professional
Of
traders.
course, it takes a little bit of time at
So
the
they
beginning.
learn and they
Yes,
educate.
now we are talking about the result.
Yeah.
But in actually, this is something that needs skills. Even
Yeah.
copy pasting needs a
Yeah.
skill because it's a scalp trade. It's live during the US session,
Yeah.
5:30 p.m. now Dubai time. So it's like even when you are copying, because always there is latency
Yeah.
between the Zoom and all
Yeah.
these the live stream
Delays,
So
yeah.
people, they have to get the skills to get it with me. It will take almost 6 months for them. Between
Okay.
6 months, I'm saying an average. Some
Yeah.
people will make 5, some people will take 1 year.
Yeah.
It depends. But eventually, you
fast,
are
yeah.
building a skill. You are
Yeah.
building a high-paid
Yeah,
skill.
with the same skill, you can
True.
be do whatever you want on your own. It's just additional skill.
And it's normal because we were born and raised like we have to go to college for 4 or 5 years
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
an engineer, to be a doctor for 7 years
Yeah.
or more. But when you come here into this market and you tell them like you need 6 months,
Yeah.
6 months?
I
Too
want
much.
it. I want tomorrow. Yeah.
How can it happen? If it's happening like this, now
Yeah.
everybody on planet Earth, they will
Yeah.
leave their
Or
job.
like when people say, "Yeah, well, I want to put 100 and make 10,000 or 100,000," yeah, without realizing that those things are not sustainable.
True.
Right?
That's the idea. This is the key point.
Yeah.
If you want something sustainable,
Yeah.
you need to make it for the longer term.
Yeah.
If you need something fast, it
Yeah.
will go fast. It doesn't mean like you cannot make it fast.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
not
make it
wrong.
fast,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
it's not sustainable.
True,
At
true,
any
true.
moment you can make. Look at people who makes money in crypto sometimes
Yeah.
in anywhere. Like they got a project.
Yeah.
They are lucky enough. It goes up now. It's the
Yeah.
bull market. Maybe they bought it for $1 and
Yeah.
then it's $10. They made 10x in 2 months.
Yeah.
But okay, after this, look now at the market.
Not only after this, I believe that because they didn't pass that a learning way, a hardship,
True.
understanding. So they put $1, they made 1,000, and it was like, wow, it's so easy.
True.
To make money is easy. You don't have to. So next time they put another 1,000 and they're minus.
True.
And they thought,
put
like,
more.
what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, crypto is a scam. No, there is also a way to make money.
True.
But through a proper way when you learn things.
True.
Sometimes I met with the guys who made really millions and then they never read the first basics, maybe the white paper of Bitcoin, like Satoshi Nakamoto. They have no understanding, but they made money, and I know that it goes nowhere. They will lose because they will go the same path.
True.
And everyone went through this. That's why of course, it depends what you take out of it.
True.
So EcoLearn and the Universe Academy,
EcoLearn and the Alpha Universe
Alpha
Group.
Universe Group. The reason why we have today a completely different setup, because at Enlightened Minds, we have decided that we will dedicate 2025 to founders, business owners, and of course, it should go through learning.
True.
Education is the big part at Enlightened Minds. We connect with different speakers. Our advisory board is full of different business people from different sectors. Those who mediate and conflict resolution for the government, people at tech, and for me, financial literacy, because I experienced it, lack of financial literacy on myself. Like when you
Everybody.
when you start a company, you take a big office, you hire people you can't afford, you hope that okay, this month I should make money, then you don't make because you
And
don't
you are
plan.
waiting. You are waiting the client. Come on.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't plan. You don't have a plan, and you don't have a plan means like okay, today you made money, tomorrow you don't have money. Halas, the business is done. But so I went through hard way, but I believe that there is a way to learn, understand, and to go through. And I constantly consult. And when we met, I was like, wow. So not only because you educate people and you help them, you also trade with them. You keep on maintaining, like just to make sure that 3,000 people go live with you. And you are not an influencer or blogger, like in the sense
No,
of,
yeah.
hey guys,
Yeah, I
like,
Look at my Ferrari.
exactly, yeah. So 3,000 people go live with you because they are pursuing one goal. This is a lot, like when you said that everyone, let's say we have 8 billion people around the globe, and if at least you can help 1,000 people, there are people not thinking about one person. I mean, if you can help one person, is already a lot. So this special setup is for one purpose only. Enlightened Minds is signing a strategic partnership with EcoLearn and Alpha Universe to bring your knowledge, experience to the founders we have, because like me and like others, they are going through the same way. And exactly because they don't have an education in understanding the finance, how it works. We know how to run business, we know how to balance sheet, P&L and all that, but it's not the financial literacy.
True.
It's how to sustain.
True.
And it comes not only to startups, entrepreneurs, or people who have achieved already, but now how to sustain, because we saw this, oligarchs just losing money because they have not went through this, and the world is changing.
True.
You need to be trendy, okay? So
And you have to have diversification in your assets.
so I would like to be the first to sign the document, because I believe that today is a very special day.
Same
Because I really admire what you do, and your vision clicks in my mind. The moment you said what you want to do, your why. And now I have no questions why we are signing. My why clicks with your why exactly for the same reason. So
True, same
today
here.
is 13
Yep.
03 2025, and my signature is here. And I'll say about the summit, it's 13 23 03. I'll keep this copy for myself. Ah, your amazing pen just finished.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
so actually, Timur, same here. I believe that this partnership can bring a lot of value to a lot of people.
Yeah.
With all the network that you have, the
Yeah.
network that we have,
Yeah.
starting the EcoLearn Summit that we have, and what's coming after,
Yeah.
because it's something that it's aligned with the vision also of the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum
For sustainable,
sustainable
yeah.
city.
The happiest city in the world, yes.
Yeah, 2030,
Yeah.
especially in Dubai here. And
Yeah.
it's like resuming all the partnership that you are doing in order to really align with it and to bring more prosperity to
Yeah.
people and, of course, to ourselves
Yeah.
and all the people around us. Because they say usually, like, when two are married, like they say, happy wife, happy life at some point.
Yeah.
Here, I believe more like happy society,
Yeah.
happy word for
Yeah,
me. So when
true.
the society is happy, everybody can be happy.
Yeah.
This will help more people to start understanding why financial literacy and investment education are very important.
True.
Because once they understand financial education and investment education, how much is important, it will be the first step to start changing the society by itself, whether
True.
youth, men, women. If they are more financially educated, our next generation will be a fully financially educated generation.
Can't agree more. And while you're signing
Yes.
this document, I just would say, look, on 26th and 27th of April this year at Shangri-La Hotel Dubai, we are inviting everyone to join the EcoLearn Summit 2025, where Abdullah and other speakers will be talking about financial literacy, connecting investors to different businesses. Us as Enlightened Minds will bring our investors and companies within the ecosystem to be part of it.
True.
Because we truly believe that investments cannot go without education and understanding how you invest, why you invest, and what to look at.
True. So it's a real pleasure.
Likewise.
Seriously.
Thank
And
you very much.